Konnichiwa minasan. Murray sensei desu. Let's get to our number 4, lesson 25 grammar assignment. So this focuses on how to describe body parts and just describe things in general. So let's read the description for part 1. It says, use the picture and keyword to describe different parts of the body. Do not use the same adjective more than once. So let's try to be creative here and use different adjectives that we're learning. The first question is done for you as an example. And number 1, provide some grammatical support. Please include an English translation. Okay, so let's start with our example, our re. So here we have a picture of a woman with a large ear, big ear, yeah? If we're gonna, we can describe her hair, whatever, we can describe different parts of her, but what's most obvious here is the big ear. So it says, Mimi ga oki desu. Do we recognize any of those words? First of all, Mimi means ear. Mimi, ear. And then oki, oki means big. This is an E adjective because it ends in that E character, you see. Okay. And then, of course, we have our particle ga. So Mimi ga, this is saying that the ear is the subject of the sentence, or that's what we're focusing on. And then desu is or are. In this case, it is. So Mimi ga oki desu. Her ear is big. So the grammatical structure that we're going to be using is, so this is, we can modify this a little bit. We'll talk about it. So there's going to be the person or the thing. And whatever owns or like has that part of the body that we're describing is going to be paired with particle wa. This is our topic particle. And then whatever we're describing, like body part in this case, that will be paired with particle ga. And then you're going to include your adjective here. And then, of course, end in des. Okay. So it's person, thing, body part, and then adjective. So you might notice that in the example, there's nothing with particle wa. That's because we don't necessarily need to include it unless we want to be specific. Here it can be implied that it's this woman's ear, or if the topic is this woman or her in this case. So if you, like, as we go through this, you might want to be more specific with including the topic or like the person, but you don't have to. You can just start with the body part and then ga. Okay, so it's clear, erase this. So with number 1 down here, you have kame no ke ga and then blank desu. So you have to think of how her hair can be described. For example, you could say kame no ke ga nagai desu. It's long. Kame no ke ga pinku desu. Her hair is pink. Got options here. And then for the rest of these, just remember to use this sentence structure. It's also covered in the bunpo section of this lesson section on Brightspace. So, okay. Now for our part 2 audio, we're going to be there's going to be a conversation between 2 people, and okay, so for part 2, there's going to be conversations between 2 people, and you have to guess what the relationship is between the two people based on their conversation, and then answer the corresponding questions. So ganbatte with that. Just reach out if you have any questions. Now for part 3, says to, I'm gonna go ahead and clear this. Part 3 says to match the symptom on the left with the appropriate verb on the right. Multiple symptoms may match with one verb. Review the grammar notes section, the Bunpo section on the lesson page in Brightspace for help. So when talking about sicknesses in Japanese, there's different verbs you can use and different, obviously there's going to be different words for the sickness, but there will be a particle and a specific verb to go with each. And so this exercise is to practice matching those up correctly. And as long as you use the Bunpo section on Brightspace to reference and check your answers, then you should be good to go. So ganbatte there, yeah, do your best. And that's about it for now. All right, done it.